Alright you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do another video on a repair of Excalibur 1000. My buddy has had this one for a while. As you know, the cable ends up going out on them, or not going out, but the rubber, whatever, you know. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to change out the headset. We're also going to repair the wire going into from the coil. Let's see if we can make it not as long as the other video we did. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead, cut it. Let's get this thing started. Let me go ahead, get this cable uncoiled, and we'll go ahead and pop these off and go ahead and fix it. Alright, we'll turn this back on in a moment, and we'll go ahead and 86 these. Alright guys, we're going to use a 3mm, I believe. We're going to go ahead and remove these caps. Try to be careful, don't strip anything. So I have no idea where you would go about on replacing it. Look, for me, I have an old one that if I do mess it up, I can replace it. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on when I get this separated. I need to get a razor blade. Alright, we have to take this and I'm going to put those in there. Alright guys, get a razor blade. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in there. I'm going to carefully pry it. Okay. Right. And there we go. Now remember, like last time, you got that little clip in there. Let's go ahead, and that's it. That's all we had to do. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, I'm going to remove this part here, and I'm going to go drill these wires out. And we'll go ahead and reattach the new set to it. This time I went ahead, I drilled it out and kind of bored this out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and put this back on. I'm gonna go ahead and feed that right on there. We're gonna run this in. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this. Well, actually no. Let's how about this? We're gonna take a small zip tie. And I'm going to do this to anchor the wire in there, so when I use epoxy, oops, it won't run all the way through. And it's going to hold the wire in place. So there we go. That's in there. Put this snug. And we'll go ahead and twist this on. Alright. There we go. Alright guys, at this time we're going to go ahead and strip this wire down so we can go ahead and get it soldered. It's been a couple hours. I made sure it's set pretty good. It's pretty solid. It turned out pretty good. And it's all set. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and solder these wires. Right. That's good. And that's solid. Let's go ahead and do the other wire. We almost got this thing all done. Why don't you guys leave a comment and tell me if you would attempt this with your detector. Yeah. Oops. Did I get a flex on? All right. Here we go. So we got a little bit ahead of myself. Hopefully I haven't messed up. I've taken the insides out. The reason for it is his coil, the cable, is pretty, it's all coming apart. So I took basically took everything off, and I got shrink tubing or heat shrink or whatever, and I went ahead and doubled up on it, and I'm getting ready to re-epoxy. I went ahead and cut it. I'm gonna go ahead and epoxy the inside and go ahead and make it waterproof again. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, it was pretty bad, so we'll see. So far I'm doing pretty good. Okay, let's get started. Alright guys, I forgot to turn the camera back on. I thought I had it going when I reattached the coil and battery connector. It's now on. At this point we're going to go ahead and reconnect the headphones. The headphones I use are I use my AT Pro headset because it was the only one I had available. And let's take a look. Those are the waterproof headset. And let's go ahead and get this connected and see how we're doing. Alright guys, it's a success. The detector is working, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be pleased with it. Remember, if you're new, click the subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and if you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave a comment. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.